What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are making some progress. We have this engine pretty well complete. The only things that we got to do now is finish up all the hoses underneath for the oil cooler, time the engine, get all the timing covers on, and then figure out just a couple miscellaneous, AVCS lines. And then it's on to getting the headers on, getting the turbo on, getting the fuel system in. We're probably less than a few hours of work away from getting this into the car. Now that we have on some beautiful parts, everything's powder coated, we can start really getting on like the accessories and everything like that. But main purpose of today's video is we want to time this engine and get this thing ready to go. The front completely done, everything slapped on, so that way all we have to worry about is just a little miscellaneous odds and ends. To do that today, we're going to be installing a Gates timing kit. Never timed the engine before, so I'm going to read the instructions obviously, and then from there we're going to get this guy wrapped up. We got these guys torqued down and on. Now we just have to get them in the correct position, lined up with the crank so that nothing hits when we go to time it. The cam bolts go down to about 72, 73 foot-pounds. They are torqued to angle, which I believe is 21 foot-pounds and 45 degrees, which works out to about 72, 73 foot-pounds. I did not have a torque wrench that can read angle, so I just went off what the forum said, and it seems to be pretty tight. So, next thing, get all the tensioners, all the guides, and then we can go ahead and get this guy wrapped up on the front. Well, wouldn't you know it, I thought I was filming, got finished timing the engine, believe it or not, and wasn't filming. So we got the engine timed. If you're wondering, if you're looking on the sprockets, I haven't pulled the tensioner yet, so it's still a little floppy, but on the timing belt, it lines up with the guide on the cam gear, and the cam gear lines up to the notch on the timing cover. These two notches on the bottom of the cam gear, butt up together, and then this notch on the side of the cam gear mates up with this notch on the timing cover. The crank sprocket, timing here, timing mark here, lines up with the belt, lines up with the sprocket, lines up with the engine. And then vice versa on this side, timing belt lines up with the cam gear lines up with the timing cover. The two cam gear marks on the bottom line up together, causing the cam gear mark to line up to the timing cover mark with the timing belt. So I'm going to go ahead and torque all these bearings and gears down. Cam gears are already torqued, and then we can go ahead and fully install the timing cover. You make sure that the engine turns over smoothly, double check all of our timing marks. That seemed to be enough rotations. I didn't feel any binding, anything hitting itself. Everything was running smoothly, and seems as if everything is in time. So let's get the covers back on the AVCS, and then we can go ahead and start throwing the timing cover on. And we'll get everything squared away. There we have it. Full long block, a full timed long block. And we are ready to go for clutch, fuel system, cooling, everything of the sorts. Huge accomplishment tonight, getting this done. Now we are finally ready to get this back into the car. But before we can do that, I am doing the secondary air pump delete, and you have one block off plate here and another block off plate right there. It's a lot easier to get to when it's out of the car, and they should be here by Friday. So I'll go over in next video explaining what it does, where it goes, all the jazz on that. So I'm not going to be able to put it into the car just yet like I want to, but to make my life easier, instead of crawling around on my back trying to get to these block off plates, a lot easier to get them cleaned right here and set right exactly where they need to be before it goes in the car, before it gets smashed by the firewall, and everything of the sorts. When this goes back in the car, I think we're going to stick with factory fuel system and factory turbo right now, just because I'm already tuned for everything that's on the car right now, so we can get it fired up, make sure everything runs and works, get oil running through it, and then we'll go ahead and bolt on the new fuel system, new turbo. But I think that's going to be a wrap for tonight's video. I'm super bummed that I lost the footage on actually timing the engine, but these knockoff Company 23 cam gear tools, lifesaver. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. So if you're looking for a set that is half the price as a Company 23 one, I will link these down in the description box below. They're the sole reason that I was able to get it timed tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video right here. I appreciate all of you sticking around and watching this video. It means the world to me. We're almost at 1,100 subscribers, and that's absolutely bonkers. I didn't think that I was going to be able to get, 500 subscribers, and that came quicker than I thought it would, and 1,000 came even faster. So I just appreciate all the support. It means the world to me, and you all mean the world to me. So without further ado, I'm going to wrap it up right here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.